to hear the games broadcast live. Go Muskies, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome to Moving Forward, sponsored by MPW Mocklink TV and Mocklink Internet, online at mpw.org. Each weekday morning, our local talk segment brings you the people who are helping move our community forward. Let's start the show.
Good morning, AM 860 and FM 95.1 KWPC. I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks so much for joining us here this morning for Moving Forward on this Friday, May 11th. Joining us here in the studio this morning, Erika Cox, the Director of Employee and Community Relations at MPW, Muscatine Power and Water. How are you this morning, Erika?
Great, Jordan. Thanks for having me on today.
Well, we're really glad to have you on. Actually, I want to remind everybody, Mocklink is always Muscatine's fastest internet, and gigabit speed is coming. Mocklink TV beats satellite and includes video and music streaming. New subscribers save big, even more when you bundle. Learn more at mpw.org. Now, Erika, you wanted to come in. There's a whole lot changing here in Muscatine. There's a couple things that are getting moved around. There's fiber coming, all this exciting things coming from MP&W. So let's get started off, though, with what's going on right now here in this week, Drinking Water Week. Can you tell me a little bit about what that is?
Absolutely. Drinking Water Week is something that we celebrate every year, and it's a way to communicate to our customers about the great quality water that we have here in Muscatine. And we have these tumblers that says H2O on the rocks, and we're giving these out in our lobby, and we've given some to our water crews to give out to the public as they're out working. But really, this is a way for us to step back and, one, recognize our water crews who work every day to make sure that Muscatine has safe and reliable water, and they take that job very seriously. These are the guys that when your water mains are most susceptible when the weather conditions aren't the best. So in the winter, if we have a main break or something, these are the guys that are responding most of the time in the middle of the night to get that water main fixed so that we can keep the water going safely to our customers. And they work out in the cold, and we sure appreciate them. So I wanted to give a shout out to our water crews. And also just talk a little bit because residents in Muscatine might not be aware of where our water comes from, but we have a really abundant aquifer that's down in the island area for those of people who are from Muscatine. And our aquifer is unique in that it's packed with sand and gravel. So much of the water that we drink, as it filters through that sand and gravel, it's naturally filtered. Mm-hmm. So by the time we produce the water and get ready to send it out to the homes and businesses, it really requires very minimal treatment. So Muscatine is very blessed to have that aquifer and just the way that it works.
It goes through more of a natural process before
Absolutely.
it goes through. What is the water treatment plant? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, that's awesome. So that's one way that we can think about our water not being, some people look at the Mississippi. I lived in Hannibal, Missouri, which is way down south along the river, and the water there's a similar system, but theirs is much more basic. That's not there. There's not anything quite like the aquifer, if I understand it correctly. I actually got to tour theirs down there as well, but. So that's excellent. Drinking Water Week going on right now here in Muscatine, and we appreciate the water crews and everyone who takes part in keeping our water clean and providing that awesome service for us.
Good quality water. It's a great value. With you using this tumbler or any other reusable glasses that you might use, it's a great way to save and get great tasting water for a fraction of the cost of the bottled water.
Excellent. Well, that's all part of Drinking Water Week going on now through the 12th. That's going to run all the way through Saturday, correct?
Yes.
All the way through Saturday. Mm-hmm. Okay. Excellent. Well, also, let's talk a little bit about internet and TV is going to be changing up a little bit here in Muscatine.
It is changing already.
So I'll let you just take away with, you want to talk about TV first?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent.
So as part of our Fiber to the Home project, we are rolling out a new IPTV, which is basically internet protocol. So we're going to send the signal over the internet to the customer's home. And with it, we've partnered with all new technology providers to deliver our product. And we've been able to make some really good advancements in the user experience for their cable product. So I have an example of, this is the current box. This is a DVR box, which is very popular. DVR is a service that very easily allows you to record your favorite shows, and then you can watch them when it's convenient to you.
Oh, I know that's my favorite part.
Yes, anybody that has a DVR absolutely gets hooked on it once they have it. So in our current system, the legacy system is what we're calling it. The DVR is inside this box, so it's pretty heavy, and it takes up a pretty big footprint on your TV console. In the new system that we have, okay, Jordan, lift this one up. I want you to feel the difference. Lift that one up.
That's pretty hefty.
Okay, now feel that.
There's nothing to that
It's
one.
light as a feather.
It is. Wow.
So this is now our power box on the fiber system, and one of the fantastic technological advancements that I think that we have is we've taken the DVR out of the box and we've kind of put it on the cloud.
Okay.
So
I see.
now the DVR is not in the box, and sometimes boxes go bad, and if you have a lot of content saved on there, then you can lose your content. With content being stored securely in the cloud, then if the box ever goes bad, you don't have to worry about losing your content, which is a great positive.
That is great.
With the IPTV product, if you take our DVR service, this first box is free.
Oh, wow.
So the service is $11.99 a month, comes with your first box free, and then any other TV that you have a box on also gets the DVR functionality. You can record from it, you can watch your content from it. It has a foldering system, so you can organize your content between what mom likes and dad likes and kids like.
That's a big deal.
So it is a big deal. And the other big enhancement is with our current system, you can record two shows at a time. You can record 8 shows at a time.
8 shows?
8 shows.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
8 different shows.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we've had customers call in and say, can I do more than 8? So people really do record that many shows at a time.
Well, now, and one question I do have with that, so it all goes into the cloud, like you said. Is there a limit? I know that some cloud storages have like a number limit on how many gigs that are allowed to store. Is there something like that with this?
So the capacity is almost limitless.
Wow.
DVR service will come with 500 gigabyte of storage, and then you can purchase additional increments if you want to, so that you don't have to worry about maxing out on your DVR storage space.
That's really important for folks because, I mean, you get to a point where you've got all these shows saved up and you haven't had the chance to watch through them. Well, if you need a little bit more storage, you can get that little bit more storage.
And probably one thing that I would like to remind customers is that before they get converted to the fiber system, because the DVR in the box goes away, it is really important that they catch up on that content and they get what content they want to have watched before they have their install.
Before it makes the jump, because they won't make the move.
We can't take the old content and move it to the cloud.
I see.
We're encouraging folks to watch their content before they have their install.
Time for some evening binges, folks.
Yeah.
Time to sit down and plop down on the couch and enjoy some evening shows with the family. So that's really cool. So that's happening now. What are the changes looking like? Is it moving through segments, or is it at the homeowners decision when it gets changed?
Well, we worked with a consultant early on to design the project, and there's a specific order that the build was designed. And we have, this is a copy of a map that we have on our website on mpw.org/communications. And this is our fiber map. It's an interactive map, so you can put your address in, and it will tell you what service area you are in.
I see.
So each of these boundaries you can see on this map is a service area.
Mm-hmm.
So the green service areas means that we have completely installed fiber in those neighborhoods, and the old system is shut down. The yellow service areas are where we're currently doing installations.
Okay.
And then it also says what area is coming up next. So this is West Middle School, just to kind of give you a frame of reference for what part of town that we're working in. We're actively installing in about 4 service areas. We have 2 service areas that will be shutting down in 2 weeks because we will have all our customers installed by then. And then we're going to move down to the downtown area. 2nd and 3rd Street will be the next areas. But if you can imagine kind of the order, we're starting, if you think of our building on Cedar Street, And the first wave of installations is going to be from like that building down to the riverfront. So
Okay.
obviously, we're jumping, so we're going to come back and get some of these areas as well. But that's the first wave, and then the second wave will be all the areas north of that. And then the third wave will be the areas south of that and Fruitland, which we also serve.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that's excellent. Now, I'm really excited about that because I live down on 2nd Street. So
All right.
I can't wait to
You
see
are-
the changes. They're coming right around the corner, aren't they?
So
How many sections are there? I believe I was in actually in your office not too long ago setting up my own internet and my own electricity, and they said there was
63 service areas.
63 service areas. How many are done so far?
We have 2 fully completed, and we're working in 4 right now. So we do expect construction and installations to pick up now that winter weather is over. Right. So you're a little bit limited on what you can do when there's snow on the ground or the ground is frozen. Now that we're past that, AEG is our contractor that's doing all of the outside plant build for us, and they have separate crews who are doing the in-home installation. So we're starting to see the number of addresses that they produce and give to us as ready for fiber starting to increase. So we're hoping that this our map is going to start filling up with more green quickly.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, also, should we be looking out for something in the mail?
You should be looking out for something in the mail, and I was just looking for it.
It'll be a mailer
it's a
with
mailer.
specific information.
So every customer, whether you have one of our services or all of our services, will get a mailer when your neighborhood is ready. And the mailer hood will be branded with Muscatine Power and Water and MockLink, so they'll know who it's from. And then on the inside of that, it will say, here are your current services, and here's what we recommend in fiber, just to make the installation call maybe go a little bit more smoothly when they're calling and talking to the representative. So one of the big changes with fiber, beyond what we've been able to do with some technology advancements on TV, is internet. And it's kind of funny because when we got into the business in '99 is when we launched the communications utility, and internet at that time was really in its infancy. And we were really, a cable TV company offering internet, and that model has completely changed. Internet is now as vital to people as electric and water services. For businesses, it's how they stay in business, and it's how we work, it's how we play. So the advancements on the internet side are necessary, they're timely, and we are going to be able to go from our current highest package that you can get today is 100 meg download and 5 meg up. With fiber, customers, if they need it, will be able to get up to a gigabit of service, which is 1,000 meg. And then the other significant increase is our increase in upload speed. So our highest being 5 today, the new upload highest will be 500 meg.
That's incredible.
That is incredible. So for people who upload files to the cloud to share, upload files to YouTube, who like to game, those upload speed increases are going to be, they're going to love it.
And it's really important that people know just how big of a difference that is from 5 up to 500 up.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a really big deal, folks.
And one of the things that we do with our employees, just to kind of give them an appreciation for, how much internet people really use, is we say, how many internet connected devices do you have in your home? And they think, well, I've got that computer in the office, and I might have a smart TV. And then we say, well, how many phones do you have? How many gaming systems do you have? Smart appliances ride over the internet. I mean, you can control your bed now, right? Over the internet. Crock pots you can control over the internet. So that's called the Internet of Things, and it's just all of the advances and the developments that people can use technology over the internet, and so they need that solid, strong bandwidth connection. And with fiber, we've definitely set the community up for many years.
Absolutely, and I can see why that's just so important, especially for folks just to know what's going to be coming their way. So also Fiber Fun Night. Yeah. That's an upcoming event.
Yeah.
When can we expect to see that?
So if you're one of those neighborhoods that is ready to be installed, You'll probably get invitations to 2 different Fiber Fun nights, maybe once before you're installed and then once after you've been installed. And really what Fiber Fun Night is it's a chance for customers to come in. If they haven't scheduled their installation yet, they can come in, see the different products, maybe get a better picture of what they might want to sign up for. And then if they have been installed, because we have a new guide, we have a new remote, there's new features. Sometimes it can take a while to find, I used to know how to do it, and this was my favorite feature. So they come in and our technicians will walk them through the remote, walk them through the guide, show them how to do the things that they used to love to do. So that when they go home, they can do that. So
because there will be a change when you make the change from the old device to the new one, there will be a change between the actual system on the television. Yeah. Okay.
So this is our new remote, and our current remote has these colored buttons, but they really don't have any functionality on the legacy system. But these are very powerful buttons with our IPTV product, and they allow customers to get additional information or do searches or do sorts. And so these buttons, we really want customers to make sure that they know the power of them. And then probably one of the other things that we hear the most from customers is, it's a new remote, so sometimes you kind of fumble around and you're testing what the different buttons do. And the input buttons are here at the top that control your different devices. So you've got like TV, your DVD, VCR, and STB. So one of the common questions that we get from customers after the fact is, my box won't respond. And a lot of times it's as simple as pressing that STB, which stands for Set Top Box.
Set Top Box.
Set Top Box. On our current remotes, it says CBL, which is cable. This remote just happens to call it something different. But hitting that STB button 90% of the time will resolve any of the issues that they have. And then we also have a big button version. So
that's excellent.
We have a couple of options depending on how you like to see things or use the remotes. So, and then technicians in the house, they definitely do some customer education, but sometimes it's not until you get in and start playing with things that you realize, oh, how did I do that? So Fiber Fun Night is a way for customers to come in and get some of those questions answered. It's also an opportunity, and one of the things that has been really popular is we have our help desk out there and our help desk staff. So our help desk is local. It's right here in Muscatine. So when you call in to 263-2631, you're getting somebody that very likely lives in the community and is your neighbor. But they've been doing a lot of helping customers download different apps that we have. So we're becoming a mobile society, right? We like to do things on our phone. Our phone's always with us. We like to do things on our tablet, in our house, wherever we happen to be at. So with some of the advancements with IPTV, we have a remote or an app where you can control your remote. So
wow.
When you lose your remote, so who hasn't done that? You lose your remote, you can use it. This has some information where you can go on and you can see what channel the TV is tuned to. So if you wanted to check and see what the kids are watching, you could do that.
That makes a lot of sense.
If you wanted to mess with your spouse, you could change the channel and what they're watching.
And that hooks up, that mobile app will hook up to the device. You don't have to have a smart TV to do that.
Right.
That's just through the device.
Runs the device, yep. And then anybody that has our video service, Stingray Music is the music channels that we have on our system, and they have an app. So if you're paying for a music subscription and you have our video service, you could download this and you can listen to your favorite genres of music for free.
Wow.
So that would work anywhere, and it's super easy to activate that. And then the other thing that we help customers with is watch TV everywhere. So many of the networks that are on our cable system, you can download an app, and once you register and activate that, then you can watch their online version. So lots of times they show, repeats of the shows or the show that's currently playing. So if you're not in the home, but there's something that you wanted to watch, or the kids maybe have a tablet in their room, but they don't have a cable box, Watch TV Everywhere content allows customers to watch their content from a mobile device anywhere that they want. So that's another great feature.
That's a really interesting way that people can still be able to watch your TV if you is there any access to what's on the DVR through those systems?
I'm not 100% sure. If there was, it would be through this one, but that one I would have to.
Okay.
I'd have to check on.
Okay, but that's interesting. I just know that that's always a possibility to be able to see what's on your DVR through that. But okay, that's great. So there's all sorts of things going on still with MPW. I don't want to take up too much time with the fiber, but fiber is something we should all be really excited about and excited to see.
Yeah, and maybe the last thing that I would talk about as it relates to fiber is, we're looking to fully leverage that infrastructure. So, it is a significant investment to upgrade the infrastructure and take fiber to each house. So, every internet and cable customer that we have helps us get that debt paid off. And another service that that we've launched to leverage that infrastructure is phone service.
Okay.
And so our phone service would work just like your landline service today. And we have, local, long distance, international calling plans. And, some of the questions that we get is really nobody has a landline anymore, but a lot of people
do.
Still do.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's for that security of knowing that, I don't have to worry if my cell signal is going to come through, whether it's they have young kids at home and they want to make sure that they have access to call in an emergency situation.
There's security that comes with a phone line.
Absolutely. So anybody who's on fiber, been transitioned to fiber, is eligible for our phone service. We have introductory rates, and you can add phone service for as little as $9.99 a month. And we've anybody that takes our cable and internet today gets a bundle discount, and we've added the phone product to our bundle discount opportunity. And if customers take a triple play, which is TV, internet, and phone service, there's a $10 per month monthly bundle for discount for that.
That sounds like a great deal.
And you can keep your current number if you want to.
Oh, I think that's important for a lot of folks. I know going through and trying to find a new number or trying to remember a new number is a difficult thing. Mm-hmm. So being able to keep yours, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. More stuff's going on because it's spring.
Yes.
So we'd love to learn about some of the things that are going to be happening, like construction, because of the springtime that's coming around.
So spring construction means all of our utilities are active. So the communications utility, probably the most activity that customers will see is the AEG activity out there. Our electric utilities, so the line crews and our substation crews, they do work in the summer. They've been doing a lot of work down on Mississippi Drive with that improvement down there and moving some of the utilities underground. And the water department, every year we budget for and we plan to do main replacements where maybe we've had some breaks in the past of the mains and we need to get those lines replaced. We've been working in coordination with the city for a number of years on the sewer separation. So while they have the streets opened up to do their work, we're going in and replacing our infrastructure as well. So there's less disruption to the customer. It saves in costs overall because the ground's already opened up. So
that makes sense, rather than laying all the groundwork again and just to tear it up to do more work.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, the thing that I would, ask our customers in the community is, as you see people out working, and, a lot of our work is on the streets or near the streets. So our crews put up cones and, their work zone is unfortunately, in the traffic area. So, be aware of construction workers, whether it's our folks or the city folks or, the local plumbers who are doing their work of work zone safety. And also, with spring and school almost out, kids are going to be out and about. So
right.
We're running our stay clear, don't go near commercials again, just to remind folks of, if something, stay away from the substations because unless you're trained and qualified to be going in there, they can be very dangerous places. Downed wires, we have the potential for storm season coming up. So, if there are any downed wires, we certainly want you to stay away from those and then give us a call and let us find out. A lot of times they're cable or phone lines, which, don't have that danger, but you just never know.
Right.
So
Better safe than sorry.
Don't take the chance. Just give us a call. We'll go out and check things out.
Absolutely. And also, could there be any, as work is being done, can people expect any maybe short outages or anything like that?
Mm-hmm. So anytime that we know that there's going to be work that might be service impacting, we will either do announcements on Facebook to try to give customers a heads up. Sometimes if it's small specific areas, we can do automated calls to let them know that service might be impacted. And sometimes it's just our employees walking up and maybe leaving a door hanger or knocking on the door and telling our customers that the service will be impacted. We realize service reliability is very important. Sometimes we do have to take the services down to do preventative work or maintenance on the system, but we try to do those in the times that will be least disruptive to our customers.
Okay. And if they do have a concern, how should they reach out?
263-2631. Give us a call.
Excellent. Excellent. So now also all these great services are coming. We're really excited to see all of them. What are some of the improvements that are going to be happening in the next couple months that we'll see?
Is there a specific utility?
Yes, so TV, internet, phone services all launching. Those are all great. Tell me a little bit about the bundles, I guess, is what I'm asking.
Absolutely. So our bundle discounts are for customers who sign up for our communication services. And it's really the more you take, the more you save type of a program. So there we have a $5 bundle discount if you take 2 eligible services, and then if you take any of our all 3 services, then it's a $10 discount. So that will come right off of your utility bill, and once you sign up for it, it's not something that you have to call in and say, hey, I want to continue that or anything like that. We continue it for as long as that program is in place.
It's like a continued subscription almost. And now if folks ever wanted to change up their plan, is there any contracts or anything like that?
No, we do not offer contracts. So we have a lot of customers who will call in and say, I'd like to change my TV service level from this to that, or I'd like to, we usually don't get any people that want to downgrade their internet service. It's usually we'd like to sign up for more. And so whenever you call in to us, there's no charge to change those service levels. There's no charge to try our service. So if a customer has not subscribed to any of our communication services, they can do so. We don't lock customers into a contract. We think that they'll love the product, and we think that they'll love the service that they get from us. And knowing that you have, one company, and we have an office right here in Muscatine, you can come in and visit us. You can call us. And we take serving our customers very seriously. So we want to provide the best experience that we can.
That makes a lot of sense. And it's very clear that MPW wants to take a clear stance here in Muscatine to provide good service, whatever it is, whether it's electric, whether it's internet, whether it's water and other services. So that's excellent. We're really glad to see you guys taking such a clear stance. Yeah. I guess is the best way to say it. Now, are there things that fiber fans, people that are going to be receiving this fiber, need to know, like just for maintenance or just knowing what's going to be going on with fiber as it comes in once it's in place?
Mm-hmm. So we developed a program called Fiber Fans, and it's something that customers can sign up for, and they'll receive periodic emails from us. We really try to make sure that the emails that we send out are relevant to the project, describe changes in services, maybe describe what's going on with the project to date. So you're not going to get a ton of spam by signing up for Fiber Fans. And we've also archived all of our Fiber Fan publications. So if you signed up kind of later in the project, you can still go back and read through the previous editions that we put out. And they're really good because they've just talk about the changes in the services, what people can expect. We've had Fiber Fans dedicated to, what to expect in your installation. We've had fiber fans, what's going on with the construction process, and, talking about the features that are different with the products that we'll be rolling out on fiber, because there's a lot of nice changes out there that I think people will really appreciate.
Absolutely, and they understand too that there will be maintenance that will be done as well constantly as fiber is being updated or maintained. So what does that look like?
Yeah, so part of the maintenance is that maybe service impacting is just the building out of the fiber infrastructure. So as we kind of the way I describe it is we have a lot of fiber already deployed, and it kind of goes from, is just a very simple way of thinking of it, from our building at the AO out to different neighborhood levels. But now with the fiber project, we're doing the last mile, which is kind of from the neighborhood level to the individual house.
I see.
So as they're doing that work, sometimes they have to impact the current system so that they can turn those new services up.
I see.
So that may be something that would be service impacting. And again, we try to communicate with our customers in advance so that they can be expecting it. Nobody likes to have their service taken out, but at least if you know about it in advance, you can plan around it as best you can. The other thing that we'll be doing is scheduled maintenance windows. So just like your home computer, how you have to update it, or your phone, you have all these apps that they're always sending out updates for your apps.
Absolutely.
The new technology that we have on the fiber system kind of works the same way. They're always sending out updates, and we need to implement those updates so that our customers can, when they fix bugs or they send out enhancements. So we need to do that. We also need to do preventative maintenance on our system so that we, don't get to a point that the service becomes service impacting. So we're working on having a quarterly maintenance window dedicated just to our communications utility. And our staff come in overnight. Again, we're trying to reduce the number of customers who would be impacted when we have to do that maintenance work. So they come in the overnight hours and do that work. But it's important for us to have regular maintenance windows. So we do want customers to kind of get used to the aspect that at least once a quarter we're going to be taking the system offline for a bit so we can do some of those preventative maintenance activities, but know that it's, the reason that we're doing it is for the long-term health of the system and for reliability of the service that we're delivering to them.
And it's about, there's constant improvement that can be done. It's a great service already, but there's always something that can be improved upon, little tweaks, little changes, and that comes through maintenance.
Right.
That all comes through maintenance.
We do that scheduled stuff, and then that reduces the amount of unscheduled interruptions that could happen.
So there might be, you said quarterly, so once every 3 months there will be a one specific time set aside where there will be there will definitely be maybe some downtime, but it's all just so that there will never be unscheduled downtime.
Right. Yep.
Excellent.
And we post those maintenance windows on our Facebook page. We have a lot of customers that follow our Facebook page, and that's a great way to communicate to them. We put out website alerts. So, sometimes the first thing, if the service isn't working, that people go to is, go to our web page, and it'll be right there on the home page if we're in that maintenance window.
And that makes sense. It's easy to get on Facebook or get on the website and just go, I wonder if that's why it's down.
Right.
So that's excellent. Well, is there anything else you'd really like to touch on? What do people need to know?
What do people need to know? I think, just that we're, as an organization, we're very proud to be able to serve the community. We take that responsibility seriously, and we have a lot of employees that are dedicated to providing reliable services to our customers. We really make decisions that will, give us long life, give us the ability to provide reliable service. And Muscatine Power and Water's board is made up of local community members. So any decisions about the utility are made here locally, and they're really made for the long-term best interest of the community. So there's a lot of great things going on in Muscatine. We're very happy to be just one part of that.
A big part.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thanks so much, Erika. It's been a real pleasure speaking with you here this morning.
Yeah, thank you, Jordan.
And we thanks MPW for all that they do for us. They provide our electric, our internet, our water, all that. So that's incredible. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Once again, this is Moving Forward on AM 860 and FM 95.1 KWPC. Joining me in the studio was Erika Cox, the Director of Employee and Community Relations from MPW here in Muscatine. We thank them for all they do. And you heard it here about MockLink Internet and TV. They're the best value in entertainment and connectivity and getting better with world-class fiber. Subscribe now and you'll get fiber when it comes to your neighborhood. Learn more at mpw.org. Thanks so much, Erika. This has been a real pleasure here on thevoiceofmuscatine.com, AM 860, FM 95.1, KWPC.
KWPC, AM 860, FM 95.1.